Okay, guys. So today I thought what we could do is go over and start working on Miss Nadia. Ooh, sorry about that. That was my one of my lights fell. I thought we could start going over Miss Nadia and her world that we started working on before I got sick. Now that I am feeling better, and see what we can get done with her. And oh, I'm not on the thing. I'm sorry, guys. Let me add me. Hey, sorry about that. Start going over Miss Nadia's world. I know it's been a while, so definitely need to probably do a little recap of what we were talking about, what was going on with Miss Nadia. This was a character. It started off us creating the character together. So let's dive back in to where we were with her. And I have got some slides already pre-made. And I just want to go over those and get started back up on this fun journey. All right. Let me go back to here. I'll leave me down here. All right. So where we were, this is where we were. And I'm going to have to look over a little bit so I can see the big screen. What do we know about Nadia? Okay. If you guys remember, we decided it was going to be a mystery romance. She is an ancient female vampire. Her eye color was a deep violet. Her hair was a light hue of pink. She had an athletic build and is very graceful. She's about 5'9". Her story, what we know so far, is she is seeking revenge for the loss of a longtime love, and she has a vendetta against another vampire coven. Questions that we asked the last time we met were that we haven't answered yet, but we're going to. Does she know who killed her love? Does she know why? What is our mystery going to be? Is there a secondary mystery in addition to the death? So is there a who did what and why type situation? And the other would be, if she walks away from the revenge, is she safe or is she still in danger? So nailing down what that mystery really is. We also know there will be a new love interest for her that will come along as we write. Now, I thought it would be prudent to go back over the basics. Always start with the basics. It's my best advice I can give you. So defining what's a romance and what's a mystery. All right. We all know what a romance is and what a mystery is, but fundamentally, I'll read you the definition for a romance. It's an emotional attraction or aura belonging to an incredibly heroic era, adventure, or activity. Mystery is something that cannot be understood beyond understanding, a piece of fiction usually dealing with the solution of a mysterious crime. Right. The important thing to remember is when you are working on this, when you're coming up with everything, is to stay true to those two definitions. And you have to interweave them together as you go while keeping that in mind and while adding the twists and turns. And don't worry, it doesn't happen in the first draft. In your zero draft and first draft, it's not going to come together, probably all of that for you the first time. Sometimes it can take as many as 5 revisions. And don't let that scare you. It's not like, because you're not starting from scratch each time. You're going back and you're changing things and you're moving things and you're moving a scene here and moving a scene there, and what makes the story flow better for your reader. Because ultimately even though it's your story and it's a story you want to tell, you want your reader to be able to follow that story. Because if your reader can't follow the story, if it's jumping around all over the place and it's going from romance to mystery to paranormal and it's not joining up and weaving a story that's easy for them to read, they're not going to read it. And especially with Kindle Unlimited now and all this kind of stuff where authors are getting paid by read page, you've got to hook them. You got to pull them in, hook them, get them interested in that story, get them interested in you as an author so you can retain that reader. All right. So I'm going to go over some examples of what this could be. Okay. Let's see. This is just some examples of romance and mysteries. And I'm going to go and share this with you. Some examples of romance and mysteries that it's really good examples is of what we're looking at. Okay. With romance, you have the heroes and the anti-hero trope. You have discord and tragedy. You have the soulmate. You have sacrifice and reality. All right. With a mystery, you've got to have that strong hook. A crime has been committed. Foreshadowing has to be in there. There's always a villain and a hero normally, and then make sure there's a satisfying ending. So those are the qualities you've got to weave together. You have to weave together your heroes against your villains, your hook, the crime, the match, the sacrifice, a believable, satisfying ending. Okay. And some examples that I found for you guys were Sookie Stackhouse by Charlene Harris. The key characteristics in that is a protagonist with special abilities, a vampire love interest, and it's mystery and suspense. All right. Another good example, another book would be A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. Sorry. It's a protagonist with a special abilities, a vampire love interest, mystery and suspense. So already we're seeing in these examples, they're drawing parallels to the story we're wanting to write about Nadia. And I'm not telling you to copy these. I'm telling you to draw inspiration from and think about how well written these books are. That's where you're going to, if you're not reading to improve your craft, I highly encourage you to do so. Read what you want to write, read those genres so you can see how you're moved as a reader, what moves you, what entices you, what makes you happy as you go. Okay. Another one that I actually really enjoyed was A Glimmer of Others by Heather Harris. The hero in this one, she is willing to do anything for revenge when the story starts. And that is the essence of what we know so far about Nadia. Nadia is willing to do anything, and she sees later on, I think she's going to see that she might need to let it go. I can kind of already see where the story's going, and that might be where we need to lead up to. So my next step in doing this and what I want to do is going to go, I'm going to give you guys turn this back over here. The next part of what I want to do is I've pulled out one of these. So for next week, what we'll do is we will go through and we will write out a good opening scene that gives us a clear vision of who she lost, how she lost them, what her reaction was, where she is now and where moving forward. Okay, so it probably will be a lot of backstory in this scene, and we will work on that together and just see where we go from there. So I'm excited, you guys. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to writing on her some. It's kind of like my guilty pleasure writing fun time. I'm in the middle of editing final edits. I got my book back, The Ledger. So it's getting close, guys. Close to release time. And my cover artist is Jacqueline, is just amazing. And I'm enjoying so much working with her. And it's just an incredible fun time. I'm having a great time. Jenna's really, my editor is really excited about the book. She had nothing but sweet things to say, and just it was so sweet. Made my heart happy. Um, so yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday. I'm sorry I wasn't around on Thursday. I was not feeling good for those sprints, guys. I couldn't have done it. My head was so, but I'm feeling good today. Wanted to get this out to you guys so you could see it. If you need the slides or want the slides, let me know. I'll figure out a way to post them to you somehow, either in Facebook on my Jody Jean Facebook site, or some way. Just let me know and I'll get it posted so I can share it with you. All right. So, you know what I'm going to say before I say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. It may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I am a really awesome group of people's double shot of whiskey. And I'm so happy and so proud that you find me just right. So be good, stay out of trouble, and don't do anything I wouldn't do.